and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another episode of my FM20 Save with FC Rapid. We're here nearing the end of the first half of the season in 2024, and there are a couple of things that we need to talk about. Firstly, everybody whose contract was running out at the end of the season that I wanted to resign, I have resigned, so everybody has agreed to a new contract, so that's a very good thing. There are some negative points as well. Firstly, we got Sami Retibian, of course, just turned 18, so he joined a couple of days ago. But the negative thing is that, as you can see here, Kuyo got sold. So this team from the Chinese Super League, they kept putting in offers for every single one of our players, for Kuyo, for Kesep, for Lambulic, for pretty much everyone. And the 3.3 mil was his release clause, and before they made this offer, I did offer him a new contract as well, with a new higher release clause. But before he signed that, they came in and stole him from us. So we lost Kuyo, which is a real shame because he was one of our best players, if not the best player that we had. So that does leave a little gap in the midfield. The good thing is that we've got enough center mids to back him up. If you take a look here, we still got Oida and Kesep and Memela and Mikael and Montgomery as well. So I think we do have enough players to fill that gap that Kuyo left, but it's still a shame that we couldn't keep a hold of him because I think he could have really been so important for us in the next couple of seasons. So and we sold a couple of players that we didn't want to keep. Lazar, we made 160k. We sold him for 160k. I'm not sure. Well, he was here at the start of the game already, so we hadn't even bought him, and we sold him for 160,000 euros. So very happy with that, because he was never gonna make it into the team anymore. So far for the transfers. Let's take a look at the games in between. So last time out we met at this game against Politehnica Yashi, which we lost at home 1-0. And as you may remember, last episode I said that we could be fired for multiple reasons. One being our horrible performances, and two being a potential board takeover. So let me get back to that in a second. So we lost to Politehnica 1-0, then we lost to Craiova 2-1, and after that, for every single match I kept getting emails saying this could be his last match, because if he loses, this might be the last match he ever manages for FC Rapid. So I was really scared that I could not bring this episode to you guys, but as you can see, we are still here, because from that point on we beat Cluj 1-0 away from home, thanks to Lambulic. We then drew to FC Viterul at home thanks to Pintea. We beat Voluntari 2-0, Pintea and Lambulic combining. After that we played a couple of friendlies. As you can see, we beat these two Spanish teams because we were on a training camp in Spain, so I thought why not. And then I tried to see how we stack up against a team like Wolfsburg, and we lost 3-1. Wolfsburg, surprisingly for me, are in the second Bundesliga, but still they're in first and they're gonna get promoted. So it's not. Wait, what? They've got Jack Butland. All right. So it's not too bad that we lost 3-1 against them. I mean they're a very good team. So we're now here at the game against ASU Politehnica. As I said, we are still at the club. We did get the takeover. And then we got an email saying something in the range of, I know that previously I said I was gonna hire a new manager, but I'm gonna see how you do in the next couple of games and then judge your performances. So for now they're pretty happy, but for some reason it says last season's disappointments are still fresh in our memories. And last season, for some reason, the judges this as new season because we got the end of the season rewards, we got a new transfer budget, all that kind of stuff. So I'm not really sure what happened there. So, but for some reason it counts this as a new season, which is weird to me, but you know, we're just gonna have to deal with that. But for now, the game against Politehnica, we had so many injuries. Let me see if I can still show you guys. Philippe is injured, Popescu is injured, Mikael is injured, Kyle is injured, Supe is injured, Retibi is unregistered, but also injured, Biskup injured, and Labo injured. I mean, it could not have hit us at a worse time. So many injuries at such an important time, because as you can see, we're in 8th place and we're 5 points behind the split. So we need to overtake both other teams from Bucharest to make it into the top half. And that's gotta start today against Politehnica. So let's take a look at the lineup. Is Labrovic in goal, Jenkinson, Malo, Biskup, Brikiag, Oida, Memela, Pinter, Andronach, Pintea, and Lambulic. So I have gone for the 4-2-3-1 for the last couple of matches as well, and it seemed to work better than the 4-2-4 did. Maybe that the 4-2-4 was a little bit too attacking, I'm not sure. But for now we're gonna stick to the 4-2-3-1 and see where that takes us. So let's get into the match. Teams are warming up, as you can see. Let's give the guys a good pep talk beforehand and then send them on their way to beat Politehnica. Also, Politehnica have this weird formation. I don't know if you could see it that quickly, but they've got a pretty weird formation. And looking at the opposition reports as well, it had a lot of issues at the fullback positions, because these guys are mids, right mid and left mid, but they're not good enough for defense. So the fullback positions were dark red. So that could be something for us to exploit. And we do have the ball here in the 6th minute. Jenkinson going through that right flank. Could he put up a cross? He can, but Pinter can. And there should have been the 1-0, but Pintea hitting the crossbar. That should have been the first goal, the opening goal. But sadly, he hit the crossbar. It is a very positive start, a very good attack as well. And exactly like I said, exploiting that flank. So very happy with that. Biskup now with the ball. Memela puts it to the left flank this time. Pintea could come up with the cross. He does. To Pinter to the other side, but a good save by Nita this time. So still 0-0. But we are making sure that we exploit both of those flanks. And that's exactly where our attacks are going to come from, I think. And exactly where I should. Because, as I said, there were a lot of issues in their fullback department. So that's really something that we have to exploit. And it looks like we're doing exactly that right now. But Politehnica are on the attack and they get the opening goal. So after our dominating first 15 minutes, Politehnica, just like that, opened the score 1-0 in the 16th minute. Let's demand more and hope that we can turn this around. I mean, we should be able to, looking at the statistics and looking at how we're playing and how they're playing. Let me see. Let's not change too much yet. I mean, it's only the first half. Let's not throw everything out there quite yet. It is halftime. As you can see, Dinamo are losing as well to the other Politehnica. So that's very good for us. That means if we beat ASU, then we overtake Dinamo and move up to 7th place. But firstly, for that to happen, we do have to beat ASU Politehnica, and as it stands right now, we're losing. And that could be disastrous for us. I mean, we're still on the brink of being fired. Any bad result could result in us being fired from the club, and that would be horrible. But Pinter on the ball on the right hand side puts it to Memela. Oh, what a beautiful goal that is. Luyanda Memela, his first goal of the season. A good assist by Pinter as well, and that is the equalizing goal. So let's push on right now and go for the second goal as well. Pintea is, I was gonna say injured. He's not injured, but he is very, very tired. So let's see what we can do about that. Let's put Christian Pisk in left wing, and let's see what he can do from there. It says he's a young fullback, but he can play very well at a wing position as well. That should be a free kick, and that could be a penalty even. I mean, at least it should be a free kick, but seeing how he goes to the VAR, maybe it's going to be a penalty. And as you could see right there, for just a second, Dinamo equalized, but now they're back down to 1 again. So that's still positive for us. They're still behind. So as it stands, we would still move above them if we win. And we do get the penalty. I mean, that was a little harsh indeed. Rush van Oida to take the penalty against Nita. Who is it gonna be? Oida with the run up. Can he score it? He can. Luckily he can, and that is the 2-1 for us. We're leading right now, and that we should be able to defend this lead right now. Because as I said, they aren't playing really well. They aren't trying to go for the attack, it seems like. So let's try to keep a hold of this lead for the last 15 minutes, and injury time of course as well. Only 10 minutes to go. And Chindia also leading against Craiova. Dinamo pulled it back level though, but we would still move above them if we win. Let's see what we can do from this free kick. Christian Pisk to take it. Of course, no Queel to take the free kicks anymore, but Pisk can take one as well. And that's a goal. Brighton Labo, only minutes onto the pitch, puts us up 3-1, and that's surely the knockout blow. I mean, look at these stats with 23 shots as well to their 4. So I think it's a deserved win. Let's just hope that Dinamo don't take the win in their game either. And then it will be a perfect weekend for us. And let's see, we do move above Dinamo, but I think they did end with a 2-2 draw in the end. Because otherwise we would be clear for a couple of points. Let's see, Pintea injured for only 1 week. He will miss the game against Sepsi though. As you can see, we are in 7th right now, and look at that second to last game against Stoja. That's going to be so important because that's probably going to be a direct confrontation for 6th place. Let's see what schedule Stoja have. Let's see who they have to face. They have to face Voluntari, which they should be able to win. This one as well, then us, and then Sepsi. So they've got a pretty easy last couple of games, except for the game against us, and we have to face number 9. Let's see, number 13, and then Stoja of course, and then the league leaders. So we've got a much harder last run of games than they have. So we're just gonna have to make the most of it, try to win as much as possible, and try to move above Stoja so we can get into in that championship group and still fight for the European places, which we should every season in my opinion. So the next episode is going to be the game against TFR Cluj. It's going to be a very important game, I think. I hope we're in a better position than we are now. If not, it's a shame, but I hope that we are. I hope that we're still at the club and we won't be fired. But that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe as well if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.